What's up, internet, and welcome back to the channel. And by golly, it's been a while since we had VGC content. So to bring exactly to speed, it's been April, so it's been about, oh boy, 4 months now, nearly. Yeah, practically 4 months. Mainly because I got burnt out with Series 3, Regulation C, sorry, not Series anymore. Yeah, it's been really tough with trying to figure out what I wanted to use and how to really get past like this awful feeling I've had with Regulation C. I honestly thought it wasn't that fun, and yeah, now that we are in Regulation D, and I am quite late to the Regulation D ladder, as you can obviously tell, it being like practically 10 days, 11 days until resets, where we're going to have Regulation E, I believe. I'm not too sure if it is going to be Regulation E or not, because I haven't checked like any of the updates on Pokemon Home or any announcements regarding Regulation E, but regardless. So this is the team I've been kind of running with at the moment. This team is fairly inspired by Arashimari, especially the Urshifu build. So it is Swords Dance Urshifu with Surging Strike, Aqua Jets, and Detect. So originally, when I built the Urshifu, I forgot to get rid of Focus Punch, so it had Focus Punch that it Detect by accident. So yeah, so this is a bulky Urshifu set. I won't share the details exactly with like its bulk and stuff like that, because it did take a while to kind of figure out how it was kind of bulky, or at least the bulk investment for it. But yeah, it's been really fun to use, and honestly, yeah, bulky Urshifu is really fun, and it still can pick up a lot of KOs regardless. So and then as well, Xianpao. So Urshifu, Xianpao are really good together, especially with Swords of Ruin decreasing defenses. So it brings a lot of Urshifu potential, especially with like really hitting hard with Surging Strike. And then if you do get a Swords Dance up, you will just deal so much damage with Surging Strike, and pretty much anything won't be able to stand up against it, except for obviously Storm Drain Pokemon, which I've only seen one Gastrodon in the wild at the moment, but that's because I'm low ladder, because I haven't played in a long time. And then finally, to pair off with Xianpao, I have Ursaluna. So this is it's considered a no good speed, but like really low speed Ursaluna. I don't think it's like 0 or anything like that. But yeah, I really liked using. I really wanted to try out Ursaluna. So yeah, I decided to give it a go. This are the moves that I am running with: Facade, Protect, Stomping Tantrum, and Ice Beam. Ice Punch, sorry. Ice Punch I thought was a very good way to pretty much counter a lot of Pokemon. So like Among Us, Landis Form, just to name a few Pokemon, and even opposing Ursalunas. I don't think there was anything else. Oh yeah, and then as well like Tornadus and the occasional Thundurus I do see, whether it be its Therian form or Incarnate. I've seen a few Therian forms running around the wild. So yeah, these Pokemon synergize really well together. And as well with Cresselia. Cresselia and Ursaluna, with it having Trick Room, so I can outspeed with Ursaluna and then have Among Us in the back, and then potentially pivot with it, use it as a pivot point, sorry, which is what I've been using it a lot for, especially with like Rocky Helmet when you're up against an opposing Urshifu, Rapid Strike specifically. So yeah, it's really good, honestly. Flutter Mane is just pretty standard. Except for Energy Ball. I thought Energy Ball would be helpful if I do come across those Pokemon that do wall me like Gastrodon. But as I said, I've only found one Gastrodon, and yeah, I think that's really it for the team. But this is like max speed Flutter Mane, so it should be the fastest thing on the field that's not Regieleki. So yeah, let's jump straight into the battles, shall we? And see how this team actually goes in action. Alright, so as you can tell, I'm still Pokeball tier, and I have been testing this team out a little bit on the ladder. On Shredder, it's been pretty fun, honestly. I've been getting a lot of forfeits due to like my leads, but yeah. And as well, as you can tell, new kind of setup going on. As you can tell, it's not exactly like done yet. It'll be done probably in the upcoming weeks. But it might be done by the time like the videos of the week are up. So next bulk recording session, you should be able to see some changes or not. Alright, so we have Maushold, sorry, Torkoal, pardon me, Bruxish, Ursaluna, Cresselia, and opposing Urshifu. I'm not too sure what Urshifu that is. So it could potentially be Rapid Strike or even the odd was it single strike? I was trying to think what they would want to lead here. Because I know they would have Bruxus for screens. I might actually open Among Us. What would be the best pairing with it? I think Among Us Flutter Mane might be very good. And then I want to bring Urshifu and Ursaluna. I feel like that should be the team. I'm not too confident with my picks, but I feel like they should work, especially with opening Among Us and Flutter Mane. So I might open some opportunity to be able to potentially take out Cresselia if they do open up with it. They open Bruxish and Torkoal. Honestly, that Bruxus doesn't really scare me. I'm probably going to swap to Ursaluna. And then probably go for Shadow Ball onto Torkoal. It looks like they're not switching, so they're committing with Bruxish and Torkoal. Torkoal does protect, that's fine. I'm guessing Bruxus is probably sashed, and then... Okay, I didn't know Bruxus actually had access to Trick Room. That's a really cool tech. And we do have Flame Orb on Ursaluna. So we'll probably go for the Stomping. Then we'll just swap to Among Us. Because I'd rather hold on to Flutter Mane for an extra little bit for the game. For late game, I think it could be helpful depending on what they have in the back, and they're probably going to Terrafire. They Terrestrialize Torkoal into fire. Also, I didn't see that it had what's it called? Self Aqua Jet, huh? Weakness Policy? Okay. Weakness Policy Torkoal. Interesting, interesting. Eruption. We'll probably pick out the double knockout, honestly. Yeah. Okay, that's a really interesting way of actually climbing up through ladder with this tech. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to, really. I generally don't have an answer for Torkoal. I generally don't have any answers for it. This is quite the conundrum. And then yeah, it's gonna be speed, which literally means nothing because I can't do anything with Flutterman. I mean, we're just kind of delaying the inevitable here, which I'd rather not do. Because we're losing Fluttermane this turn 100%, and then defending. I don't think Urshifu can survive a 2 times attack. I'm pretty confident we shouldn't be able to. Oh, this goes with the Heat Wave. That's interesting. But still, we're not surviving. And then Bruxish will Psychic Fangs. Does it knock out? Yeah, if this was max attack Urshifu, we probably would have been able to KO the Torkoal. I think it was just generally a poor choice of leads. And then not knowing what Bruxish really did kind of ended it for me here. Which is fine. I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised with what they were using. It's not one. Okay, cool. But yeah. Yeah, good work to Joshua with that really interesting play. Interesting team with the Bruxish. I'm trying to think. Maybe if I led, honestly, if I did lead something out, it'd be a very different. Very different. I'm trying to think what I could have led better to potentially. So I guess it would have been focusing on taking out Fluttermane. Well, Fluttermane to take out Bruxish. Like, that would have been the only play. Oh, okay. That was a very quick, search. So we are versing Doltzy, who was using Cresselia, Dragonite, Urshifu, probably Rapid Strike if I were to guess. Iron Hands, Ursaluna, and Fluttermane. I'm just trying to think what a really good lead is here. I want to go Urshifu Shampoo. As much as I would like to bring Ursaluna, I don't think yeah, I don't think Ursaluna would be really good here. So I'll bring on Mungus and Flutterman. Like, the only thing that I could really do is pretty much lead Cresselia. And that could pretty much stop me there. And then as well, most of our team is fairly similar. I think the only different Pokemon was I'm not using Iron Hands. And what was the other one that they had? I didn't quite see. Oh, Dragonite. Oh, and they live with both. So we bring out Urshifu and Iron Hands. Urshifu, Iron Hands again, and Dragonite and Shampoo. I think I'm forced to protect Urshifu and then go into Among Us. probably going to see a fake out. I'm not too sure which slot it would target though. And we do see terrestrialization, which will be on Dragonite, I'm presuming. Terra normal and E-speed. Oh, Terra flying, sorry. Ooh, and we do see Terra Blast that attempted to connect into the Urshifu slot. Ooh, and they Drain Punched. I'm trying to think. I'll Swords Dance this turn. And I will Rage Powder. I like this kind of the same as play here. We're gonna see the Terra Blast connect. I'm pretty sure Mungus is gonna fall this turn. Unfortunate. Have a life orb. We do see Urshifu does go 4. And then we see Wild Charge. We should take it. Yep. Wow. We'll go Aqua Jet into the Dragonite. I'm gonna Ice Cool Crash into Drag. Perfect. Very good, very good. Oh, I realized I don't think they're running E-Speed. They do Drain Punch Shampoo, which is fine. Because you're just gonna recover some HP. So now, what do they have in the back? Do they have an opposing Urshifu? If they do have an opposing Urshifu, that's going to be a little bit of trouble for us. Oh, they have the Flutter Mane. That's not great. And then plus speed? Yes. I'm really trying to preserve Urshifu here. I'll crunch into Flutter. That way next turn, I'm hoping... Okay, they switch out Iron Hands into their Urshifu. Okay. Not gonna lie. Actually, that's fine. Yeah. And it does show that they have photosynthesis. Oh, they had the booster. Sorry. So it is photosynthesis. What I mean, the Giddy. Should probably hit that Urshifu. And here. Go do. I just have a feeling that they might protect that Flutter Mane. Oh, they go for the Sucker Punch. Okay. Wait, why go Sucker Punch? And then it's sashed. And then we'll get knocked out by, whatever. It uses Shadow Ball. Yeah. One hit KO. This isn't a bulky Flutter Mane, I'll tell you that. And then, yeah, they just win with, Urshi. They just Sucker Punch. So, yeah. This team isn't exactly perfect, but it does kind of work together. We'll probably go for one more. I want to try and at least get one win today. Or at least one win on video. And then as well, we haven't been going for very long, so I don't really mind pushing for an extra battle here. This game is so slow. But yeah, we'll continue battling. We've already dropped to less than Great Ball tier, so that's great. We'll change to Ace Academy Ace Tournament for soundtrack. But yeah, and then to be honest, I haven't changed the spreads for Cresselia or Among Us, so I do need to fix that at some point. I'll probably fix that after this, honestly. Except for Cresselia. I might hold Cresselia to that. I just versed this team. Oh man. So what do they lead? They led Dragonites and Iron Hands. Maybe we'll bring Ursaluna this time. Urshifu was definitely very helpful, and I did like the Among Us. So I feel like those are the 4 Pokemon I want to bring. Is matches that I liked outplaying sort of with Shampal. I don't know. All it did was really out Dragonite. Alright, they let Urshifu and Flutter Mane. Oh yes, and it's the Dark Urshifu. And this is the Proto-Synthesis build. I don't even know who the main threat here is, so I'm probably just gonna go for a... Let's go for Facade onto Urshifu. Do Sucker Punch, it won't KO. That much I did know. Flutter Mane pops that. I already got Urshifu. Goodbye. Then we get the burn, which is good. So now Facade will be even more powerful. Now to bring, I'm gonna bring out Among Us. Among Us the Festive, or whatever its name in Korean is. And we do see an opposing Ursaluna. So we will Rage Powder. Oh, Ice Punch Flutter Mane. Yep, that's fine. Go for the Icy Wind. Ice Punch. Then you're going to see Flame Orb on the opposing Ursaluna. Right? Yep, okay. And they send a Cresselia, which you don't want to bring Cresselia in front of me. So I'm just going to go for the Spore onto Cress. And I'll just... Yeah, I'll just regular Facade into Ursaluna. Oh, okay. It goes for EQ, which shouldn't KO. Oh, wow, it did. Oh, it's got safety goggles too. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to pretty much self-pollen puff myself. That Urshifu is going to Terror. I kind of have to hit it. It's my biggest weakness right now. You can just steal so much damage over time. I'm trying to think, did they even Terror yet? One. Two. Three. Perfect. And then you're going to Psychic. Ursaluna fainted. Oh, okay. Cresselia's Trick Rooming this turn. We're gonna have to hit it, honestly. I'll buff into you. Okay, how much do we do? Wow, we barely do anything. He's going to Psyshock. Oh, they forfeit. Okay. Okay, honestly, I thought they would have tried to see how much damage it would do. I honestly thought I didn't have this, but I was really happy that I did target the Ursaluna slot. Maybe I did target Cresselia early on instead of Pollen Puffing. That probably would have changed a little bit. or maybe if they actually knocked out Among Us earlier instead of just going for Trick Room, I think that would have been a safer play for them. But yeah, that was that. This was this team. This was the thing I have created so far. It's not the greatest, it's not the best, but it sure is a little bit more different. So I know we didn't really show Cresselia today, but I will be using this team for probably the next 2 weeks worth of uploads. So we're going to be seeing this team. I'm going to be uploading VGC content twice a week for now. So it's going to be Monday and Friday releases. So keep an eye on that, because I do have something prepared for Sundays, but that will be probably in the next 2 weeks. So that's when I'll be announcing that. And additionally, we're going to have our TCGs regularly as well, because honestly, I am finding the TCG to be really, really fun. And as well, because I am playing in person as well at collectibles, so I now have lots of content that I want to like gravitate to a lot, because they're fun to me. That's what I'm enjoying. So I want to produce stuff that I'm really enjoying right now. And now that I'm back with VGC, the main thing that definitely really inspired me is just watching Worlds. Worlds is so good. And then now, because Worlds is going to be in Hawaii, I'm actually going to try and work my way to there, even though Yokohama would have been really, really great to go to. But yeah, I wasn't really in the mindset to really going for this competitive scene. At least Regulation C format was not my strongest, and I don't think I'll ever really. And I hope it doesn't come back. I hope we don't go back to old rule sets. So yeah, I'm looking forward to do more Regulation D while it is still available. So I'm also working on another team in the back, and then potentially I might do rentals for that. And then if we do have Regulation E, it's going to be great. So yeah. And then additionally as well, for the DLC, before I forget, so for the Teal Mask, I believe is what it's called, so that's coming out on Wednesday, the 13th of September 2023. I will be live streaming that on YouTube and Twitch. So I have dedicated a full day to where I'll be playing this game, and I'll be also playing the DLC, and as well dedicating a really interesting team towards it. So yeah, that is all the announcements I have for today, and everything else will probably be in the next VGC video, and then I'll be doing TCG stuff, because I'm doing a bulk recording session today. So literally the only time I've had for the last couple of weeks. So I do apologize for that. As yeah, I just got super busy, and then when I got home for the last week or so, I just been so tired, and I couldn't really produce content, because I would immediately go to sleep, wake up, and go to work. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all very much for watching once again. If you like the content, please leave a like, and if you do enjoy the silly content that I do, feel free to drop a subscribe, because that would be very, very awesome. And as well, feel free to comment what your favorite Hisuian Pokemon is right now. As you can tell, Ursaluna is the one I'm really liking at the moment, and I also want to give a go with Basculegion and Hisuian Lilligant. So yeah, that's my input. Take it easy, team. Peace.